In this video lecture I am going to show you the multicollinearity. So how you check the multicollinearity in EViews, that's the question I try to address in this video lecture. So first of all, you should have a data for time series data normally. So I already have taken data from WDI. Now I want to import it in EViews. So this is the interface of EViews already opened. So open a foreign file. So I have a data on my desktop. So this is basically economic data for Phillips curve. If you see my previous videos, again I use this data to run different regressions, to check heteroscedasticity, to check autocorrelations and so on. So for multicollinearity, same data is taken. So yes, next. This is all about my data. So unemployment, which is depend on inflation, trade and government debt. So how you check multicollinearity? Basically multicollinearity is the problem in multiple regression model when there are many independent variables, and independent variables are giving the same informations. So basically this is the problem. So I want to show you this one. Basically this is the variable x1 and this is variable x2, and both x1 and x2 are independent variable. So I want to show you what is the multicollinearity. So basically the information given by the x1 is this one, and the information given by x2 is this one. If you see, x2 series is the twice of x1. So yes, if you see, first x2 value is 4 and 2 into x1 value is 2, so 2 to 4. So basically the information given by x1 and x2 both are same, and this is the case when normally one temperature, like one is given in the Kelvin scale and another is given in Fahrenheit scale or Celsius scale. So both are temperature but unit is different. So in such a cases there is a chances of multicollinearity. So multicollinearity is the problem. When there is a multicollinearity between independent variable, then the model is wrong and it is not parsimonious model. So to be the correct model, there should be low multicollinearity between independent variable. But remember, high multicollinearity between independent and dependent is suitable, but high multicollinearity between independent variables is not feasible in the model. So what happened in the model? So it removed the problem of multicollinearity. If you see this, y equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus u error term. So basically x2 value is twice of x1, so I put twice of x1 instead of x2. So rearrange this data, and if you see in this case, the x2 variable is removed by this model as it is. Now how you check multicollinearity? So we have to first select all the independent variables. So trade is independent, press control and select other three variables and open as group. So when you open as group, then this is the in group form. So how you check? Basically if you see proc, yes, this correlation, basically you can check multicollinearity using, first go to the quick, and after quick go to the group statistics. After go to group statistics, then this is the method correlations. When you press correlations, then yes, the problem of multicollinearity is in between the independent variables. So trade, inflation, and government debt level are the independent variable, while we know that unemployment is the dependent variable in our case in this model. So yes, if you see, yes, this is the so trade, and between trade, inflation and government debt gives the 100% multicollinearity. So 100% of chance of multicollinearity. Basically there is the rule when it is greater than 0.05 and less than 0.80, then it is this moderate level of multicollinearity. If it is greater than 0.80, then it is the high chances of there is a more high multicollinearity when the figure value is greater than 0.80. If it is less than 0.5, it means there is the no multicollinearity or low multicollinearity. So low multicollinearity is better for our model. If you check trade and inflation, so there is a 0.19, so there is a low multicollinearity. It is because it is less than 0.5, so there is no multicollinearity. Again, trade and government debt level, it is 0.42, again less than 0.5, so this is again there is no multicollinearity. Between inflation and trade, again same figure. So if you see inflation and yes, government debt and inflation and government debt level, it's 0.36. So there overall in this model there is no multicollinearity in our model. So this is the first method to check multicollinearity using this correlation uh, table. There's the again new method which I want to show you, basically variance inflation factor. Basically using the variance inflation factor you can check the multicollinearity in the EViews. The second method to check multicollinearity is the VIF test, which is basically variance inflation uh, VIF, variance inflation factor test. So in order to check it, you have to click on the again run the regressions using the uh, variables and open it as a equation. So yes, we want to get regression. This is all about your regression result. So to check my VIF, first go to the views, and then there is the coefficient diagnostics. In coefficient diagnostic there is the variance inflation factors, so you have to click over here. This is your result. Using this result, normally when VIF is greater than 5, then we say that there is the problem of a high multicollinearity.